Patrick Bamford returns to first team training ahead of a predicted start on Saturday. Leeds United are now seriously regretting not signing this star winger. Daniel Farke gives damning words of encouragement to his players in this leaked statement. And senior Firpo loves playing with this new star signing. What's going on, everyone? It's JTLive, and welcome back to another episode of South Stand Stories. This series, of course, we go through everything happening in and around the world of Leeds United, and we have a little talk about it. And the first story surrounds Leeds United's growing concern of a number 9 issue over at Elland Road. Now, what are your thoughts instantaneously? Is it Patrick Bamford? Is it Joel Pirot? Is it Mateo Joseph? What is the answer for Leeds United? Because all we know right now is there are serious questions in front of goal and they need answering. Hopefully, the man that could potentially solve some of those issues is Mr. PB9, who has returned to first team training and could feature against Cardiff City. Fresh footage has emerged from the White's X account on the 20th of September, which show the former England international, which is pretty damn crazy when you think about it, that Bielsa managed to get this guy into the England squad in training unaided. After featuring across just 11 minutes worth of action this season, it is positive to see him appearing to be moving freely. This could see him make himself available on the bench or even potentially start against Cardiff. I think that might be a little bit too soon, but let me know what you guys think. The 31-year-old has struggled for goals in recent months, but has been partially down to injuries. Has been very, very much down to injuries. This is the clip in question. As you can see here, the players walking around. You can see, if we do move over to Mr. PB9 there, he is moving around freely. I don't want to play too much of this clip here. Let me try and mute that so you can just see. There you go. Look at him. Lovely little burst of sprint there. Let's have another look at that one. Let's have another look at Mr. PB9 in action. Here we go. Firpo with some nice stretching. Oh, look at that, off the mark. Off the mark. Let's see it. Let's see it. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, I cannot quite see him there. But there you go. There he is, Mr. Patrick Bamford in the background there, giving a lovely little burst of pace, which is what you love to see. And that is the main question mark over injuries for a player of his age, is losing that yard of pace. You never really get that back as you get older. You saw it with Alan Shearer. You've got to adapt your game a little bit. And Patrick Bamford's game is not necessarily being the most lethal player in and around the box. It's his pressing ability. It's his ability to run the channels, open up space for others, hold the play up. So his fitness is paramount to his game. So it's good to see him moving around freely. What would you guys do? Would you potentially put him in against Cardiff, or do you think it's a little bit too soon? Now, the second story of the day is around this man, Mr. Roland Salai. Now, Graham Smith has come out with a bit of a claim here that Leeds United are gutted with the fact that we didn't get Roland Salai. Now, the main crux of this story, which obviously you guys will probably feel the same sentiment, is, or echo the same sentiment, should I say, is that with injuries to Manor Solomon, who is the big signing that we have put a lot of stock in. I know we signed Larki Ramazzani, but unfortunately, Farke doesn't seem too confident to play him just yet. Daniel James obviously suffering injury issues himself. Wilfred Gnonto, he's had a couple of seasons. He's a good player for Leeds, but he's that star man that's going to carry us up the league. Roland Salai definitely is someone who would have been a little bit more reliable to put in there. Now, from everything I know about the situation, the reason we didn't get Roland Salai is simply because he did not want to come over to Leeds United. It wasn't a matter of Leeds being unwilling to spend. Obviously, we don't know 100% of what went on behind the scenes. Was there wage issues? Was there whatever? But from what I'm aware of, it was simply a case of him not wanting to come over to Elland Road. So yes, it is something that has squandered us. And even if it wasn't Roland Salai, are Leeds potentially about to stare down the barrel of problems that we've caused ourselves through not really investing in the right areas in the summer, or investing wisely enough and probably buying too many either unproven or injury-prone players? Now, this has caused a lot of pressure on this man, Mr. Daniel Farke, who is the focal point for everything at Leeds United. Whether it's problems with the board, whether it's problems with signings, at the end of the day, all problems with the squad, team selection, tactics, or the just performances in general, everything comes down to the manager, which is why even if you make excuses, yes, players are missing chances, this guy will always be the focal point because he's the manager of the side, and that's just the way football goes. But the Leeds United squad remain still in the stead, or in the, how should you say, in the trenches with Daniel Farke, and they are still very confident and backing Daniel Farke. Now, this comes fresh off of an interview with Mr. Senior Firpo, who was speaking to LUTV this week. They came out with some quotes about what exactly Daniel Farke had been saying to the players behind the scenes. He said, I think the manager gave us a speech about it this week. He brought up some stats that are pretty much the reality. I think we're doing the right things and are on the right tracks. Obviously, we haven't had the start everyone wanted us to have, but as you say, it is about fine margins. Against Portsmouth, it is a game you win all day, but we draw. Against Burnley, it is a game you at least draw, but we lost. It's fine margins. We don't do that over 46 game days. I'm pretty sure... if we do that over 46 game days, I'm pretty sure we will be in the position that we want. Wow. Will we be in that position? Will we not be in that position? That is the question that we are going to have to answer very, very shortly. But it does seem at least that the players are kind of incentivized by this calm head of Daniel Farke. He's not someone that ever gets too overly emotional, which for fans can frustrate them after a bad loss, because you want to see someone that really cares a little bit, and you don't want to see a Gary Monk where we're getting shipped out to the cup to a bloody Conference League side, and he's just sat there calmly not doing anything. You want to see a little bit of emotion sometimes, but at the same time, is that the most efficacious thing to incentivize your players? Not necessarily. So we need to definitely focus on potentially rallying the troops in a positive way, and it does seem like they are behind Mr. Daniel Farke on that sense. Now, that is not the only thing that Junior Firpo, aka Senior Firpo, has been talking about for Leeds United. Now, he has come out recently talking about obviously Junior or talking about the players that he has been playing with this season, one of them being Manor Solomon, and he said that he is very, very happy with Manor Solomon's performances over at Ellen Road this season. He said that he's very happy to be playing with him and that he's built a strong connection. I think the fullback who has played with the most different wingers for this club, I think I am the fullback who's played with the most different wingers for this club. For sure, a lot of them with a different style of play, but I think we just need to get a better connection. I think we're doing pretty good with Manor. I can play easily with him. He's a really good footballer, and his understanding of football is also really, really high. So I think there won't be a problem with Manor. With Larki, I haven't really played with him at any point. For some point, I'm sure we will do it. We have to build this connection as well. As I just said, I'm trying to help them understand quickly how we want to play, the way the fans are. The club is the most important right now. Obviously, he built a very strong connection with Somerville, and that is something that really helped both his performances and Somerville's performances last season, and we were a very dangerous threat down that left-hand side with both of them together. Do you think that he can work with Lahi Ramadzani? We've seen it a little bit with Solomon when he does cut inside, that it does help Firpo's game going down that left-hand side. Hopefully that's something that we can go forward with in the future. And obviously we are going to look forward in the last story to tomorrow's game against Cardiff City, and Daniel Farke could be forced into making some changes. Obviously one of them being the aforementioned Bamford, but let me know what you guys think. Do you think that it will be a bit too soon to bring him into the starting 11? Or do you think that it is something that Leeds United could look forward to? And then finally, also, Max Vober is stated to be in contention to play as well. So let me know what you guys think about all these stories down in the comment section down below. For now, though, guys, I will see you very, very soon. Au revoir, my brothers and my sisters.